I would like to narrate a small story which I shared with some of my colleagues a couple of days ago. The story is about the statue of David, which when I was a kid, it was in my English standard textbook. So the story goes like this: that the statue of David was commissioned by the Medicis. They were the bankers, the first bankers of the world. 500 years ago, in the city of Florence. Florence was a very prosperous city at that time, and these people were very wealthy banking families. They were visionaries. They started the banking system in Europe and actually the entire world. They commissioned a lot of beautiful statues, murals, all kinds of works of art. They were patrons. And that family was so strategic that they married their children in such ways. And then some of their kids, they placed in the papacy. They became cardinals. 3 of their family members even became popes at that time. They were so far-sighted, this family. So coming back to the story of David, what I read in my textbooks, and this is good 35, 40 years ago, so memory won't be precise, but the Medici, the fellow who commissioned the statue, commissioned it in 1501. The statue was completed in 1504. So it was, up to something like 3 years, less than 3, but up to 3 years that Michelangelo took the time to build the statue. And while, he was making that statue, Michelangelo, he started work when he was just 26. He completed it when he was 29. So during the 3 odd years that he was, sculpting the statue, this person rarely went home. In his studio where the statue was being made, he literally slept there day and night, like most of our startups do. And many a days, like he slept without eating food, slept with his boots on. He was virtually mad in the pursuit of perfection, because he wanted the statue which he won the commission against the great Leonardo da Vinci. When Da Vinci was competing with Michelangelo with the Medici for the approval or the commission to build the statue. And these Medicis picked up this young boy. Da Vinci was a great genius, one of the greatest human beings ever who has lived on this planet. But the kid got the commission, and the kid in 3 years then built this statue with madness, with passion, everything that is common with a great startup. Now that statue still lives even today. Millions of pages on the net you will find about the statue. And like I said, with all that madness, with all that need for perfection, the statue was built. It is as immortal as a human being can be. Now, is the statue perfect? I am saying, I am coming to the moral of the story that, and I was sharing with my colleagues before this meeting itself, that as humans, we need to aspire for perfection. And perfection in work, in quality of output, in anything that we do, even for our startups. The pursuit of excellence, pursuit of perfection, these needs to be a unending, unceasing kind of a madness, just like Michelangelo had. The statue of David, when it was launched, was it perfect? It was not perfect. The young kid wanted it to be perfect. So why was it not perfect? There are flaws in the statue. There is a problem in the center of gravity. Now the ankle of the statue is cracking, and scientists around the world are wondering how to ensure that the statue lives on. The right hand of the statue is stronger than the left hand. The head, it's a 17-foot statue. The head is a little disproportionate in size. The size of the statue is 3x of a human being, but the head is slightly bigger. The right leg is stronger, the left leg is weaker. Like I said, one ankle is weaker. Then the young kid was a Christian, Michelangelo. So he probably didn't know that David was a Jew. He killed Goliath with that slingshot. So that is what the statue is all about. It reflects Renaissance in Europe. And he didn't know the David was Jew. Therefore, the sexual organ of the statue is also uncircumcised. So in many ways, the young kid who went mad in his drive for perfection still was not able to build something perfect, but he built something great. The fact that he built something great is the reason that 516 years since the year he created the statue, today we are having a discussion about Michelangelo and his pursuit for greatness and his desire for perfection. So to come back to the Indigram labs and the ISAP story, I keep sharing with our team members that, and with our August board members also, that meaning I am sharing this now with you, that ILF and ISAP are good organizations. They have done some good work. ISAP has existed for 20 years. ILF has existed for 4 years. They have done some good work. But with the help of our board members, with the help of our mentors, with the help of our advisors, and by partnering with our startups, we are hoping, and we have the presumptuousness and the madness, that 50 CEOs later, with each CEO having a tenure of 10 years, I would like ILF to be talked about 500 years from now. So that is the madness with which I want the ILF and the ISAP teams to work. So we have to aim for perfection. We have to give perfection, the best shot. We will never be perfect. But without drive, without madness, without unceasing effort in everything that we do, perfection remains a dream. It remains a theoretical, abstract concept. We talk about perfection, but we don't even know what perfection is. So my appeal to my colleagues, to the younger startups here, is to drive for perfection in everything that you do. Meaning, whether it be your product, whether it be your service, whether it be any other offering, whatever that you are trying to do, do try and change the world. Do try and aim that you will change the world. And there is no harm in aiming bigger. It's only the human mind. So there are no limitations to what you can think. So this is my appeal and my request to our honorable mentors, advisors, board members, is that kindly help us in that journey.